So we have two rail safety bills that have been introduced at this point. One was introduced by Representative Sykes out of Ohio, and the other was introduced by Representative DeLuzio out of Pennsylvania. They were born from East Palestine, these bills were, and Representative Sykes has East Palestine in her district. Representative DeLuzio actually borders it in Pennsylvania, and so they're very keen and aware of what the issues were in that derailment and that accident, and they address a lot of those issues. My name is Cassity. I'm the Deputy National Safety and Legislative Director. We are supportive of those bills, but we're also working with Congressman Troy Nehls in Texas to introduce what we hope to be the main bill that we'll fully endorse. It will house two-person, it'll house C3RS, it'll house pretty much anything and everything that we've pushed for. You know, the one thing, I don't want to say that anything good came out of East Palestine, but it did bring awareness to an area that needed addressed, and it has needed addressed for a very long time. And so, you know, when we're communicating with folks, regardless of party, we're speaking truth into the story, and it's something they can see now because they were able to see the mushroom cloud in the sky. They know this is a real issue, and there's so much noise about rail safety in the industry that it's undeniable that something needs to be done. When you're talking about rail safety, you're talking about something that is needed. It's a genuine concern that people can understand. When you think about the railroads in this country and how long they've been a part of politics, it's hard to wrap your mind around. They do not want to be regulated, they do not want to have any oversight, and they do everything in their power to keep their freedom. They were the first industry to ever lobby. They were the ones that coined the term lobbying. They used to sit in the lobby of the W Hotel, I forget what the original name of it was, and they would wait for the members of Congress who would stay in that hotel to come, to come back from votes or whatever they were doing, and they would meet them there and try to influence. So, that is the impact the railroads have had on this country. Unfortunately, I mean, they're embedded in our politics. And since President Ferguson's taken over, we have really been successful in driving the narrative and drawing attention to what's actually happening in the railroad space. And so, that's one of the best ways we can combat it is just be honest, be fierce, and have a tenacity and refuse to give up.